Hey, what's up guys? Ultra here. Welcome back to the channel. Bringing you a new video of Space Marine 2. Playing this on my PC and on my LG 65-inch C1 OLED TV. Super excited to be jumping into this. We're going to be doing some operations gameplay here today. Actually doing the newest operations. I actually haven't finished it yet. Now, again, testing out the display. Overall, really enjoying, obviously, bringing this back into the rotation. Now, I do want to bring my settings up real quick so you can see I am playing this at max settings. 3840 by 2160 is the resolution. DLSS set to quality. We are also using FrameGen set to ×2 here. Now, along with that, want to note for brightness calibration, I'm actually using RTX HDR, which I will bring up in a second. But everything here, all the way down on the settings, is set to ultra or high. Again, highest settings, this mix of them down. Now, along with that, also using a field of view of 1.1. Now, I mentioned RTX HDR, so those settings are here, just so you can see them and how I have everything set. Now, with that, as we're jumping in, just want to note some ways to support the channel here, especially if you're new. Check out the description down below if you're interested in anything in my setup. There's Amazon and YouTube links down there to everything that I have and everything that you see in this video. If you check those links out, I get commission off of it, and I really appreciate it if you check it out. I also have a member section. Members get early access to this and many other videos and exclusive content where you can learn more on my homepage. And stick around to the end of the video where I will go over my TV settings specifically and how I have this calibrated. Now, like I said, we're going to jump into this here, so let's go ahead and bring this up. And here we go, Vortex. Perfect. All right, let's do this. Hopefully we can find a good team, and let's just jump straight in. Alright, so we're just jumping in one in progress with our team here.
Train your sights on that dread minion! Magazine in. Purification, my brother. This relay is defiled by sorcery. available. We've shifted to some aberrant realm. The traitors distort space and sanity.
It hungers. It will seek out your anguish to whet its appetite.
Find the cause of this madness. What needs grappling? Dispensing sticks. Finished and ready. Sending frag grenade. Throwing frag grenade. Into the grave. Ministering sticks. Grapple roar. I'm not yielding.
Dude, they're everywhere.
Enhanced tactic ready.
No, he fell.
Intercepting projectiles. I'm airborne ready. Let me administer aid. Our
You're the
future
best.
remains unfulfilled. Smoking out magazine. Sun. Iron Haven online. Right to your worthless gods.
Dude, I really need more ammo.
Tricks will not save you. I shall be with this.
You gotta throw it.
Sounds like we have plenty more heretics to purge.
Changer of ways! Surge your will through our bodies to slaughter the interlopers!
We need to weaken the Psyker's shield.
The shield leaches vital essence from other Psykers in the area.
Disrupt Psyker shield chain. Tactical.
Our victory
Compromised Astropath as a target.
The God Emperor is naught but a corpse on a broken...
The Astropath has been corrupted. It shows damnation. Purge it.
Sector will...
Hostile Astropath. Execute. A corrupted Astropath is purged. Just sent. Arming up. End that Astropath!
Avarax is already lost. Your efforts are in vain.
No Psyker reinforcements remain.
Result. Psyker barrier disabled.
Unleash the wrath of the Imperium on the lingering scourge.
Finish that boss.
Hold on, he's still fighting some people. Where are you?
Neutralize Astropath target. Iron Hail ready.
not suffer any encroachment from the wall. Follow the path of corruption to seek our quarry.
This affront to the Emperor's grace shall be violently quelled.
Right, let's do this. We lost this fight last time.
That atrocity! Hostiles before they interact with the beast.
Again, and I will take giving them a shot. Tether unbound.
Nice. Alright, I'm glad we beat it this time. That was the last time I did the... Obviously, I did a video on it too, but last time we did this operation, we lost against that boss. What did we get? Not bad, considering obviously we came in middle of the match. Also, it looks like we got some, I think it was upgrades, and actually I think I got some new armor options. So, obviously we'll probably check that out later. Awesome, well, that was a real good match. I'm glad we were able to actually beat it this time. Now I am going to go ahead and end this video here. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'll go through my settings here for the C1 that I have here on my TV. So I want to go through those here real quick before ending the video. Now, I am using the game optimizer mode. That is turned on here for this game. Not for this game, for this TV. So I'll pull up these settings first. Now, for the most part, I've kept this at default. Now, you will notice VRR is off. The reason for that is it actually just makes I do it for recording purposes. The shutter speed can pick up on my camera the fluctuating refresh rate, so just to help keep the video stable, it's why it's off, at least in this case. Again, blue light, reducing it is turned off, standard input lag. Now, everything else you can kind of see, just these are a lot of default settings here. Now, I'll bring up the main settings as well here. Now, if we go into modes, again, now Game Optimizer is the HDR select mode. Advanced settings, if we go here, so brightness, I do have everything maxed out to 100, pixel brightness, contrast set to 100, screen brightness set to 50. I am using a DTM, not HGIG. That's just personal preference. Most of the time I do have DTM on just because I do want the extra brightness out of the screen. And you can see here, black level is set to auto. Now, color settings, 55. If we go to balance, I set my temperature to 35, so warm 35 with these settings here for all of my color settings. We back out of here. Now in terms of clarity, I have sharpness set to 10. Again, this is his personal preference, but I like the way the picture looks with these settings. Now obviously most of this other stuff is turned off. That's part of using the game optimizer mode. You can enable them again, or you could get them to work if you were to change the mode, but again, I just stick with that. So those are all my settings. I think there's a few other options you could probably go through if you're talking about on the color side. I just want to make sure, because when you talk about the fine tunes, I haven't changed anything specifically when you talk about those settings here. Now with that, as we are exiting here, like I said, I mentioned the member section. Go ahead and check that out on my homepage. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, especially if you have any questions about any of my settings or anything like that. And yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget that like button and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.